I'm going to be doing a video all about time management at uni. So now that COVID's hit and all our students, we're in this really weird situation where we're literally having our lectures from our rooms, which is so strange. I've noticed that I'm becoming more organised and I'm finding new ways to be organised, which I didn't do before. And I think because I have so much spare time, because I'm not running to different places on campus and stuff, that I am literally finding that I want to become more organised. So I thought I'd do a little chat about time management. I've got my tea and we're just gonna have a little chat about it. You may see in the background that there is an academic wall planner. I used this in my first year and I also had one in second year. First year I used it absolutely loads, absolutely loved it. And then second year I kind of used it less, and this year I've realised that I probably shouldn't have got it because I just don't use it that much, because I've started using an academic diary instead. So I'm going to kind of talk you through my academic diary because I got mine from Sainsbury's. It's literally amazing. I'm so happy with it. It's everything that I wanted a bullet journal to be, that I wanted to create my own bullet journal because I'd seen so many YouTube videos being like, my bullet journal, it just looks incredible, but I'm just not naturally arty in the sense that I can't really draw that well, or I can't do really pretty handwriting, and honestly I just don't have the patience to draw it all myself. So I'm so happy that I finally found an academic diary that literally has absolutely everything I want inside of it, because that's literally just made my life so much easier. So yeah, the issue that I had with academic wall planners was that the boxes were just too small to write everything in detail. So I was writing all the big events up, but then I would forget about all the little events and I would just end up just writing it on notes on my laptop, and it just kind of ended up being kind of pointless. So it's nice to have up there. I might write some, you know, like my term dates on there and stuff, but I probably won't use it that much, I don't think. But it looks cute, it's very colourful, it's very nice. But yeah, this is my academic diary. I absolutely love the colours of it as well, and it was only about, I think it was like £6 I think, which is honestly really good, and I was so happy with it. My mum and I went to do a food shop in Sainsbury's and we literally just found it, and I hadn't planned on getting one, but I saw it and it literally had everything that I wanted, and I was just like, yes, I need to get it. It's a 17-month diary. It starts August 2020 and then moves to like the end of 2021. So it has a space for all personal details, which I won't share on here. It has a space to like write down the usernames and passwords for websites, which is really useful. It has a space for contacts, which I haven't filled in yet, but I will do very soon. It has a place for birthdays as well. And then it's got kind of just a year calendar, or it's got all the months that are featured in this book. Oh, and it goes into 2022 as well. And then there's a little note section, and then it gets to the exciting stuff. There is a year planner, which I don't think I'll use much. I don't think, maybe I will with like big events, like, I mean it's basically just the same as that, isn't it? I guess I'll use it for like the big events. And then this is what I'm really excited about, is that it has timetable section. This is so exciting for me because I always just print out my timetables, and honestly university timetables are always really ugly and they just look so ugly in your room. I'm so happy that it just has a little section. It's got like 2 different blocks. I'm using this one for term 1 and then this one for term 2, because when you're at university, generally you only have lectures term 1 and 2, and then the third term you have exams. And because my modules change, so I have different modules in first term than I have in second term. So I am so excited to actually put everything in there. I've put my term 1 stuff in there, but as you can see, it's honestly not a lot. We don't have many contact hours in third year, especially because we're doing our dissertation, and I've also put my singing lesson in there, but I've made sure that I put everything in pencil because obviously at the moment all our lecture times are subject to change because we don't really know what's going to happen in the current climate, and so that's why I've put everything in pencil. There's a reminders page, and there's like a few pockets in the book to keep reminders in there, which I think is really cute. So for each month there is a monthly overview with a little section at the side for any notes that you have. What I really like about this diary is that it's like split up into weeks, and what I really like about it is that it has little headings here that you can put in. So I've done work to do, social events, social media, and then I've still got an extra section here which I don't really know what I'm going to use it for. For example, for this week we've got work to do, so I've done all the stuff that I want to do during those days. And then I've got social events. Obviously there's not a lot going on there at the moment because we can't really do much. And then all my social media stuff, so that's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, mainly YouTube and Instagram because they're the stuff that I use the most. So I've got notes on when I'm going to be filming videos, so that's really cool. I really like that. And then that basically goes on for the rest of the year. And then towards the end, there's some more reminders with another pocket, and then a 2022 year planner, which seems so far away. It's only really just over a year, which is quite scary. And then there's loads of the note pages. Oh, and then you've got these, which you can do as, which are called Don't Forget. And I think I'm going to try and use these as shopping lists. I think they're really cute. And yeah, I don't know if you can see, but you can literally like rip them off. But yeah, I think that's it. I really like it. I think it's really cute. Yeah, very exciting. So what I usually do on the Sunday before a week starts is that I organise everything that's going to be happening throughout the week that I currently know of. So I will write all my lectures in, what time I'm waking up. If I have any social events, I'm going to do that, put that all in my diary on the Sunday before so that I'm completely prepared for the week coming. And then it helps me kind of plan when I'm going to be doing revision and when I'm going to be doing work. And it's also a good opportunity for me personally because that's the day that I book practice rooms. Yeah, so just knowing exactly what I'm going to be doing throughout the week can help me realise when I can actually work and when I can be productive outside of lectures. So for me personally, I have Wednesdays and Thursdays off this year, which is super nice, which means that on Wednesdays and Thursdays I can get all the jobs done that I want to get, as well as doing all my revision and being productive. So I make sure that I do my food shop on one of those days, so I'll just run errands, so then I don't have to do that later on in the week when I realise that I've run out of food and that I'm wasting time when I should be working. I personally can't work all day, so it's quite nice to have, I'll work in the morning and then early afternoon I'll go shopping and then I'll come back and work some more. And that works really well for me, but obviously everyone's completely different. Another important thing is to schedule your free time. I always feel really guilty when I'm taking a break because I want to be productive, but I also just really want to watch a film and just relax for a bit, which is completely fine. Like if you've had a busy week or a busy day and you just want to relax, that's completely okay. I make sure that I schedule that into my timetable now. You know, your mind needs a rest and your body needs a rest, and that's completely fine. My housemates tried this thing last year where we created a Google Calendar to organise our social events so that, you know, we were all part of the Google Calendar and that we could organise when we were spending time with each other. And we started using that maybe like a week before lockdown actually happens. We didn't get to use it for that long, but I think it's such a cool idea. And I definitely want to try it again this year. For example, if we were going to the pub, then it would be on the calendar so everyone would know. This really helps you stay on track of when you can be working and when you can be relaxing, because rather than you planning your time of when you're going to be relaxing and then realising that your friends want to meet at a completely different time, which is when you wanted to be productive. It's kind of nice to fit everything together so that you're not feeling guilty about missing social events. So also, as well as doing work on my free days during the week, I also try to do as much work as I can at the weekend so that I don't have any leftover work from the week before to do the next week. So if someone set an assignment on the Wednesday, I would make sure that I get it done by the Sunday so that nothing's running over, because otherwise work will just start piling on top of each other and it all gets a bit complicated and you get stressed out. I've also found in the past couple of months that using OneNote is so useful. I never used it before, but I'd seen loads of my friends using it. I just didn't know what it was and I just never bothered to try and use it. I've started using OneNote to organise all my lecture notes and all my dissertation research. So I've literally got a section for each of my modules plus my dissertation. So I use OneNote to organise all my lecture notes and anything else that I might need, all my research. I try to have it in chronological order so that I didn't get all my lectures mixed up. They all have a heading, making sure that I know exactly which pile of notes corresponds to which lecture, which is super useful for me, and it also makes it so much easier when I'm looking back on notes trying to revise. Also, when you're trying to work, using apps can sometimes be really, really useful. For example, Forest, it's this app where you have your own forest and then you set a timer of when you want to be working. So if you want to be working for 30 minutes, you'll set a timer for 30 minutes on the app, and then if you don't do it for 30 minutes, then your tree dies or something. I tried a similar one recently, which was quite cool. I don't think it was called Forest, it was called something else. I'll try and find out what it was. But I found that really useful, and it just makes sure that you're off your phone and you're not procrastinating. Also, just making sure that you have a tidy room at the beginning of the day honestly makes you feel so much better about yourself, and it makes you want to be productive. Because I always find when I'm trying to work and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be revising for this hour, if my room is messy, I will spend 10 minutes of that hour tidying it up to procrastinate. So I make sure that at the start of the day everything is completely tidy, and make sure that my desk is tidy so that I actually want to work there. I feel like I covered everything that I personally do. If you have anything else that you do which helps your time management, please do comment it below, because that'd be super useful, and it won't only help me but will also help other people that see this video. So yeah, bye!